Hello, welcome to another episode of AI Spotlight Show. We're live here at AI4 conference here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we just had our first interview of this conference, and we'll be having our second interview. And who do we have the opportunity of speaking with today?
Hi, I'm Charlie Silver, the CEO and founder of Permission.
Wow, that is amazing. Do you mind telling our audience a little background about you? Like, when was this company founded? What was your background? What inspired you?
Well, it's a very interesting background. I've been a career entrepreneur a lot longer than most of your audience has probably been around. I've been building companies for over 30 years. And a company that many people know is a company I built in the early .com era called RealAge. RealAge was a health risk assessment that gathered hundreds of data points about your health and well-being, and then would tell you how old you are biologically. You may be 50 years old chronologically because you're healthy, you're 30 years old, your real age. People know my partner, Dr. Mehmet Oz, who is now in the Trump administration, and he took over the Oprah show. He was my partner and spokesperson. But the bottom line is we collected all this data, and then we would ask permission, would you like more information? And when people said yes, the response rate for advertisers wasn't a little better. It was like 10x better. Okay, fast forward, I sold the company to Hearst, and that's when Dr. Oz took over the Oprah show. But then I founded Permission almost 6 years ago with the idea, with the focus that people should be paid for their data. I know if they opt in and say yes, that the response rate will be much higher. By the way, companies like Marriott, Starbucks, Hilton, all the airlines know when you reward somebody that they're much more loyal and they trust you. The engagement is much higher. So we saw cryptocurrency as the perfect vehicle to reward people. We created a tokenized rewards point. Like when you have your Marriott points, you can only use them on Marriott.
Yeah.
You can't sell them, you can't trade them, but a tokenization on the blockchain allows for liquidity. So it was the perfect use case for crypto, a tokenized reward for your data. And we've been working on this for years, and AI is now what's going to enable people really to scale and earn from their data.
That's amazing.
Does that make sense how it all started?
Yeah, definitely. And just a quick question from what you said about rewarding them with a tokenized, form of currency. Does the user have the option of selecting how they want to get paid in crypto? Like if someone said, "Oh, can you give me the tokenized, token in SRP?" or yeah.
Well, there's two choices.
Okay.
Our token, which is ASK, A-S-K,
Okay.
for micropayments, but for bigger payments, we'll use USDC.
Okay.
The digital stablecoin dollar.
Okay.
So you can get, for big rewards, we'll use USDC, but for smaller payments, it's our token, which is called ASK.
Wow. And with that, they can withdraw the money to cash. They can transfer it to their bank account.
It's liquid. You can trade it. You can trade it for Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC. A rewards point is the perfect use case for tokenization. A real world asset, a reward point, which many consumer businesses have rewards, but most people don't care about most of the rewards they get. They care maybe about their airline or hotel, but that's it. If you got rewards from, Bed Bath & Beyond, you shop there once.
Yeah.
You don't care about the rewards. And that's the way it is for most businesses. But we've created liquidity so all of the rewards, accumulate and can really be valuable.
It's amazing. Okay. I think that was a good starting point. Now let's talk about Permission as a platform. what do you guys do? What kind of, product or services do you offer? Yeah.
Right. So our core service is the permission agent,
Okay.
which an individual downloads and they grant permission to sell their data, and it's our job to go out and sell it for you, to, if you play tennis, Nike, here's somebody who plays tennis. How much are you going to pay for it? And they'll pay significantly. And that's our job. We're the agent for the individual to make money for your data. Think about a Hollywood agent or a sports agent or a real estate agent. Their job is to sell. And that's our job, is to sell your data to people who want to pay you a lot of money for it.
That is amazing. Now, if someone wants to make like a natural source of income from this, they just need to go to Apple Store or Play Store to download the app.
No, they go to permission.ai
Okay.
to sign up for the agent.
Okay.
Permission.ai.
Okay, when they sign up, how do they integrate it into their phone or into their laptop?
It's so easy. It goes into their phone and to all of their browsing, and it tracks your browsing. Okay, it's a browser. Part of it is a browser extension that knows when you go to Amazon and Twitter, and it tracks everything. And the more richer your data, the more valuable it is, because all of these people building AI models and agents need the best data to build their models. Their models are all based on data, and that's who we're selling it to. The best data makes the best models. And if they're just scraping data without permission, they're getting a lot of bots. They're getting a lot of bad data. So we're the gold standard for data. So if you're an enterprise and you're building an AI agent, you want to make sure our model, it's trained on verified, auditable data that's got real context, verification, and permission. It's the best data, and you want to make sure that when you're building AI products, you're building off the best data. And that's who we're selling it to. Wow. And the value flows through to the user. Of course, we get our cut, but the value pretty much flows to the user.
Now, let's be a bit practical. Let us assume I have a target to make $5,000 from selling my data, right? Does the reward values in terms of the website that I visit?
Well, the value of your data is all based on the value of your commercial potential. If you're looking for a car, your data's worth a lot. If you're looking for a mortgage, it's even worth more.
Do you give the end user these tips? Do they get these kinds of tips like if you visit places like these, you will get more reward?
Well, exactly. But there's a whole scoring mechanism.
Okay.
If somebody's just trying to game the system,
our
AI will pick that up very quickly. We'll pick that up very quickly, and they won't be rewarded. The best way to earn is not to try and game the system. But again, the value of your data is all depend on the value of your commercial activity. If you're buying insurance, looking for a car, your data is worth a lot. I mean, if you're not spending any money, your data is worth less. But it's still worth significant money. Even the lowest, if you're not spending anything, models show you can earn several $100 a year but you can earn several $1,000s if you're, depending on what you're in the market for.
Yeah. Like now, someone who does a lot of clothes shopping, like ladies, they do a lot of clothes shopping, then they can get a lot of reward.
Exactly.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, let us kind of talk about, how you guys offer this agent rewarding technology from an enterprise level.
So, okay, the world is changing very quickly. I mean, obviously, everybody here at this show AI is changing every industry.
Yes.
Every industry is being changed. And one of the biggest ones is digital marketing and advertising,
Yeah.
which is one of the biggest industries in the world. I mean, that's Google and Meta and Amazon and Microsoft. Their multi-trillion market caps are really based on advertising. I mean, so the world of digital advertising is going to an agent-to-agent world. What's called, what Google calls A2A, letter A, number 2A.
Yeah.
That every business, instead of just running ads that interrupt you and or show up in search, and that's not going to go away tomorrow, but it's declining. It's going to decline. Every business is going to have agents looking for other consumer agents, and it's this agent to agent interaction that the world of digital marketing is going towards, and it's happening fast, really fast. And by the way, Google, the biggest obviously advertising company out there, is fully supportive of this agent to agent world, and they're all in on it.
When it comes to enterprise purchasing, this data from you guys, is it more like a subscription base, or is it based on the volume of the data they request for?
Just like an enterprise would run any advertising campaign, the more targeted, the more expensive, right? If you were running a Google search campaign and you wanted to reach women that had 2 children that lived in the United States, like moms are very highly targeted, for consumer products, right? That costs more than just no targeting, right? So imagine Procter and Gamble, the biggest consumer product company.
Yeah.
They want to reach moms. We charge them on a per profile basis.
Okay.
So 100,000 profiles, let's just say at $2.50 a name. That's the kind of deal that we work on.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, do you guys provide data for all industry, or is there a specific niche?
No, it doesn't matter if it's a mom in the United States or a man that plays golf, someone who drives a sports car. We can gather the data for anybody who's trying to target, a certain data set to build their products. And so it's just the more targeted, the more expensive.
Looking at what you guys are doing, it looks like what members of the public, a lot of people will be interested in, like gaining some side income from somewhere.
Yes.
Do you guys have some kind of affiliate marketing?
Yes, we are very soon. This show really is the start of the launch of the permission agent.
Okay.
We want the permission agent. Everybody should have the permission agent.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it as a very scalable, hundreds of millions of people should have the permission agent. That agent represents you to sell your data, make you money. Because your data is being sold anyway without your permission, you might as well get paid for it.
Now, something came to mind. When people are filling in data, right, there are sometimes that they have to, maybe, let us assume, I'm trying to sign up for a new bank account, right, which was Fargo, where I need to put some sensitive information. How does your agent ensure that my social security number is not being sold?
Well, that's a social security number is a unique case.
Or some confidential information.
Yes.
Maybe date of birth or something. I don't want it to be out there.
Well, let me share something with you.
Okay.
When you get a credit card, your data is sold over and over and over again. When you have a bank account, your data is sold over and over and over again.
Okay.
When you get a mortgage, it's sold again over and over. Buy a car. So it's already out there, but we are going to enormous lengths to make sure that every piece of data, one, permission is granted, and it's encrypted.
Okay.
The security is amongst the best security anywhere in digital storage.
Okay.
So it's encrypted and it's safe. It's very safe.
Okay. I'm happy to hear when you said the word encryption. I think that answered the whole question. Because one thing that is very important when it comes to building AI technology or exposing the members of the public to AI technology, the practice of responsible AI principles, ensuring, the governance of their data, their privacy. These are one of the principles.
We're a custodian
Okay.
of your data. The term custodian, we have a fiduciary responsibility,
Okay.
and it doesn't go anywhere without your permission.
Okay.
And that's the whole idea, is that you control, the individual's in control. And if they grant permission, they can receive a reward. But if they don't want to, that's okay too.
Great. Now let's talk about some of the customer success story. Can you talk about, like, a user, how high a user has earned from this, you know, permission agent, or you guys are yet to roll it out?
We're just launching it.
Okay.
Okay, now we've been permission has been around in the digital advertising world.
Okay.
But the permission agent is just being launched at this show.
Announced.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, we have a press release going out this week.
Oh, that is amazing. Maybe I would like to bring you guys on my LinkedIn Live. Once it's live, I do have a LinkedIn Live where I bring individuals to talk about their product, although it's a sponsorship event. Then I do, sometime I have over 12,000 followers on my LinkedIn. Then we can have people who want to sign up right away. And we have different communities as well where we can post the link.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we're kind of bringing AI and crypto together. I don't know if you've heard, Jack Dorsey, the founder.
Yeah, definitely.
He talks about Web 5.
Yeah,
He's talking Web 5. And Web 5 is when individuals really own their data, where Google and doesn't own all the data, where individuals are in control.
Yeah.
And that's what we're working towards. Nike and Procter and Gamble are paying you and not paying Google and Meta for your data. They're paying you directly.
Wow,
and that's what we're enabling.
Yeah, I think that is interesting, but don't you think at a point there'll be a trade-off where Google and others will, bring it to some legal attention,
Well,
would that not affect their business?
They're not going away anytime soon. And they're very powerful companies, and they're adapting as well.
Yeah.
They're going to adapt. And, I've been to 3 Google events, all about their customers, teaching how to deploy business agents.
Yeah.
Right? They are really supporting this agent-to-agent world.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's coming from Google Cloud.
Yeah, definitely.
Google Cloud is a different business than Google Ads.
Yeah.
They just want cloud usage, right?
Wow.
That's their job. So, and the more business agents out there, the more cloud usage.
Great. Based on everything you've described, I can say you guys are providing a solution that is taking reward earning, for users to another level. Then what do you see, will happen in the future in terms of, do you think people will making more money from earning reward? Is it going to become like a normal norm?
I think so. I think fast forward several years, that this is, people talk about AI creating abundance.
Yeah.
That this is a way that abundance is created. I mean, real value to users. I mean, real value that they've never been able to tap into before. Yeah. And nobody's gotten paid for their data before.
Wow. I think this is really amazing. And I see a large, community of individuals, diving into this. And maybe after the interview, I can follow up with members of your team to see how we can get people sign up for this agent. I think I could facilitate, stuff like that, because I do host community events. Then we can see how we can partner.
Absolutely.
Well,
we're here all, next 2 days. Come on. Well, my whole team, not my whole team. I have 6 people here.
Okay.